Now on Good Morning Northwest, Vance versus Walz. Last night, the two presidential hopefuls faced off for the first time, covering topics from immigration, health care, and why their ticket is the right choice for the White House. Hannah Joy has the big takeaways and what is shaping up to be the likely final debate before Election Day.
Clear and cool for a few days. Then we're going to warm up, and in between, we've got some winds and a chance of showers. We'll talk about the timing on that coming your way.
And evacuations now in place for a fire burning near Brewster. Who needs to get out now? You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks so much for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Wednesday, October 2nd. Welcome to it. Robin has the morning off. We're going to start off this half hour looking at the forecast with Mark Peterson as we kick off our day. What can people expect as they're heading out the door?
Well, we're going to see some fairly clear skies, cool mornings. Got 50 minutes away from the official sunrise, but we see dawn breaking into Coeur d'Alene. 48 there, 46 for us. Cooler temperatures to the north, but not as cold as yesterday. That's what our sky conditions are going to look like today. Plenty of sunshine, cooler today than yesterday. Showers Friday, looks to be the afternoon. We'll dial in on that. Plus the gorgeous weekend we're going to have, and really Sunday looking fantastic. Here we go with the radar and satellite. A little bit of cloud cover pushing out of the area. Nothing really behind that other than those breezy conditions we're going to see this afternoon. Now, currently, it's 35 into Deer Park. Cool down. Cheney, you're at 39 degrees. And then we have temperatures into the low 50s, including Coeur d'Alene. Again, 52, but 48 into Hayden. Our forecast today, plenty of sunshine. Breezy conditions for the afternoon. Gusts out of the west. We're looking at about 20, 25 mile an hour winds there, but 65 for the high, which is about average for this time of year.
Mark, thanks. Well, we're starting this morning with some breaking fire watch news. We hope to learn more today about a level 3 immediate evacuation order in the area of Brewster and Bridgepoint. That's along highways 97 and 17. Take a look at this map here on your screen. Evacuations are in place for Cameron Lake Road from Monsa east to Alcali Pond. That's from Delfell Road south to Jack Wells Road. Now, if you live in this area, you need to evacuate now and head towards Highway 97. For the most up-to-date information on evacuation levels in this area, keep a close eye on KXLY.com. Well, last night, the only vice presidential debate of 2024 was heavy in policy and civility. Unlike the presidential debate, Senator J.D. Vance and Governor Tim Walz avoided personal attacks as they faced off on everything from abortion to the economy. Our Hannah Joy's at the Breaking Now desk for us this morning. And Hannah, there were a few fiery moments the candidates clashed on, like immigration and January 6th. But what were the key takeaways from last night?
The night started off with a handshake, but things grew rather quickly when the discussion turned to how immigrants illegally entered the country.
That is the facilitation of illegal immigration, Margaret, by our own leadership.
Thank you, Senator, for describing the legal process. We have so much to get to, Senator.
Those laws have been on the books since 1990.
Thank you, gentlemen.
The CBP One app has not been on the books since 1990. It's something that Kamala Harris created, Margaret.
Then Senator J.D. Vance was pressed on Trump's proposal to carry out mass deportations.
I had a mother who struggled with opioid addiction and has gotten clean. I don't want people who are struggling with addiction to be deprived of their second chance because Kamala Harris let in fentanyl into our communities at record levels. So you've got to stop the bleeding.
Look, we fix this issue with a bill that is necessary, but the issue on this is what happens when you don't want to solve it. You demonize it.
On abortion, Vance describes a woman close to him who had the procedure.
She told me something a couple years ago that she felt like if she hadn't had that abortion, that it would have destroyed her life because she was in an abusive relationship. And I think that what I take from that as a Republican who proudly wants to protect innocent life in this country, who proudly wants to protect the vulnerable, is that my party, we've got to do so much better of a job at earning the American people's trust back on this issue.
Meanwhile, Walz addressed controversy about his travels to China. It's been reported that Walz was not in Hong Kong during the 1989 Tiananmen Square protest.
Got there that summer and misspoke on this. I've tried to do the best I can, but I've not been perfect, and I'm a knucklehead at times.
At one point, the candidates were asked whether Trump's refusal to give up power after losing the 2020 election was a threat to democracy.
We just asked that. Did he lose the 2020 election?
Tim, I'm focused on the future. Did Kamala Harris censor Americans from speaking their mind in the wake of the 2020 COVID situation?
That is a damning non-answer.
It's a damning non-answer for you to not talk about censorship.
According to a CNN instant poll of debate watchers conducted by SSRS, debate watchers were closely divided over which candidate did the better job. 51% said Vance won the debate and 49% said Walz won. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks. Now, that general election is only about a month away now. And when it comes to voting here in our region, election observers play a big role in making sure your ballot is safe and secure. This week, the Spokane Elections Office is holding training sessions for these observers. And picking these people is different in every state. In Washington, observers are appointed by political parties, campaigns, and candidates.
Observers are an important part. One, they're watching what we're doing. They're seeing all the processes and learning what we actually do here as far as signature verification, the counting of the ballots, ensuring that every ballot is counted.
Now, the Spokane County Elections Office has trained more than 200 people for this election. Now, to become an observer yourself, you can contact your party's local office. Soon, voters in Kootenai County will decide if they'll be re-electing Sheriff Bob Norris or choose one of his 3 challengers instead. Those challengers are Justin Nagel, Dan Wilson, and Kyle Woodward. All of them are independents. Sheriff Norris says he feels confident going into this race.
Bring a resume of proven experience over the last 4 years. We're going to continue to protect people's rights, especially as it pertains to the Second Amendment right, your right to bear arms.
Now, Norris believes his previous years in office show he's fit for re-election, but his opponents believe the opposite and are critical of his time in office. You can read our full story on each of these candidates' priorities. It's up on our website right now, KXLY.com. Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:07. Checking back in with Mark Peterson as you're heading out the door. Today might be a good couple of days to get a car wash.
Yeah, for the next 4 days, aside from maybe Friday afternoon.
Okay.
You know, breezy, and we're going to see some showers, but yeah, it's looking pretty good. We are going to have a pretty fair day today. Your full forecast is coming up.
Governor Inslee has dedicated this month to really acknowledging farm fresh products and how they make their way into schools. I'm sharing one local school that's doing an amazing job at just that coming up.
Well, breast cancer is the 2nd most common cancer in women, but new research is saying the death rates from this disease are trending down. What this latest data says and where there's still room to grow in treatment, that's next on Good Morning Northwest.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Every fire season is more intense than the last, but Initiative 2117 will cut programs to prevent wildfires at a time we can't afford to. 2117 goes against everything we do. Vote no on 2117. It's a bad deal for Washington.
Each month, 4 News Now is focusing on a cause that's important to our community by helping to get the message out. This is good for you to know.
At Ability, we can empower anyone with a disability to realize their dreams and their goals. Our staff are a bunch of dedicated individuals who absolutely love what they do and have a passion and a heart for this work. The real magic happens when our job developers build that relationship with the business, then they'll introduce the client to that business, and then the outcome happens. And then down the road, you see that culture within the workplace develop and change. You can't put a price on what our folks can bring to the work environment. They're getting that interaction out in the community. That's how that becomes super powerful. You know, it elevates not only the client, but the family as well. When life says you can't, Ability says you can.
The race is on to save thousands during the 72-hour kickoff sale at Cal, where they are marking down rigs to sell fast, plus delaying all payments until next year with a complimentary 2-year service maintenance plan included today through this Sunday at Cal.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on our next job. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. Our thanks to Horizon Credit Union for sponsoring the 4 News Now Extreme Team.
It's time for 4 News Now, Codes for Kids. Drop off new or gently used coats at any of our sponsored locations. We'll bring them to Alsco for professional cleaning, then get them out to local children in need. Donate Coats for Kids through October 31st.
SDCU is kicking off Coats for Kids with a fun competition. Ready, set, go! We'll donate as many coats as our brave volunteers can layer in 1 minute. Donate your coats at any SDCU branch through the month of October.
For us, protecting the land means everything. It's our homestead and legacy. But Initiative 2117 puts our air and water at risk, and cuts to transportation funding will make it harder to move products. 2117 is a bad deal for Washington.
Fall Festival of Homes, featuring homes from Grit and Timber and Lennar.
Welcome back. The time is now 6:10, and here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. New allegations this morning against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. 120 new alleged victims coming forward with plans to sue, claiming Combs sexually assaulted or abused them. The alleged assaults span 3 decades, with victims ranging from men and women who claimed they were drugged during Combs' parties to a 9-year-old who claims Combs assaulted him in a music studio. The new accusations have not been fully vetted yet. Combs is waiting for his next court date, where his attorney plans to ask an appeals court to release him on bail. Well, history unfolding in the Middle East. Overnight, Israel launched strikes against Hezbollah militants in Beirut. It's in retaliation for Iran's ballistic missile attack on Israel yesterday. That attack, the largest ever against Israel, struck multiple military bases. Israeli defense systems and U.S. forces shot down some missiles. Now, Israel could target Iranian oil infrastructure, but a U.S. official tells ABC News Israel will not hit Iranian nuclear sites. Ports from Texas to Maine closed again this morning, with around 45,000 dock workers on the picket lines. The Longshoremen's Union and port owners have been talking, but there are no signs yet that they're anywhere close to a deal. The workers walking off the job for the first time in nearly half a century over pay and concerns about automation. The social media platform, formerly known as Twitter, now known as X, is worth almost 80% less than 2 years ago when Elon Musk bought it. That's according to estimates from investment giant Fidelity. X no longer trades publicly since Musk shelled out more than $44 billion to take it private back in October of 2022.
Oh, good morning. Our 10-second takeaway. Yeah, it's going to be sunny and cooler today, so grab a warm layer this morning. Grab your shades. Sun's going to be out all day, and we're going to see a high normal 65 degrees.
In News for Your Health this morning, in the U.S., breast cancer is the second most common cancer among women, behind skin cancers. The American Cancer Society estimates more than 310,000 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer just this year. But a new report released today finds the number of women dying from the disease has dropped 44% over the past 35 years.
Which is really a dramatic decrease. And we think that's, over 500,000 breast cancer deaths have been averted.
But it's important to note, not all women have felt these gains. There's an upward trend of breast cancer in women younger than 50. The report also says that while some more white women are diagnosed with breast cancer, more black women die from it, especially young black women.
So if you're a black woman between the ages of 20 and 29, you're really 2 times more likely to die of breast cancer than your white classmate or your white colleague.
Well, doctors believe screenings and new treatments have led to overall breast cancer death rate drop, but closing the disparity gaps for all women will take much more research. Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:14. The temperatures are feeling a little cooler this week, and we're reaching for those jackets. It's a perfect time to clean out your closets and donate those extra coats to Coats for Kids, where you can drop off those coats. We'll tell you next. Plus, there is a push across Washington to make sure kids have locally grown foods in their school lunches. After the break, Allison Martinez is live with how one school in our area is making this push a priority.
Life's busy. Off is not an option. You need to be on. On time, on the go, on the call, or just ready to play on. Life's waiting. Power on with Batteries Plus. Visit one of over 700 locations today.
This election season cut through the chaos with 4 News Now coverage for the people. The local races and issues that impact you and your family. No agenda, just information. Helping you make an informed decision on 4 News Now.
Women, were you exposed to Dactyl while you were pregnant? Infant birth defects are caused by this toxic weed killer used in farming, landscaping, and gardening. As a result, the EPA has asked agricultural workers to stop using Dactyl, also known as DCPA. If you or your child was injured by Dactyl, protect your rights for compensation. Call Weitz and Luxembourg today at 917-LAWYERS to learn more. That's 917-LAWYERS.
Clogged drains are a huge problem and can cost thousands. With Mainstream, you can prevent clogs before they happen. There's no better time than now to call Mainstream and ask about our 83 or it's free drain clearing special. For just $83, we'll send a technician to your home to clear your drain. And if for some reason we can't get it, it's free. With over 20 years of experience, the expert technicians at Mainstream can restore the flow. Call Mainstream today or visit us at mainstreamhomeservices.com to take advantage of this limited time deal.
When a loved one gets sick, it's usually women
who have to leave their jobs to care for them.
Now, I-2124 would take long-term care benefits away from millions of families,
forcing them onto private insurance that charges women 70% more than men,
and denies coverage for people with pre-existing conditions.
So vote no.
Because our loved ones can't afford to lose their long-term care benefits.
And neither can we.
Visit Fred's Appliance today and discover unbeatable deals on the largest selection of in-stock, get-it-today inventory in the region. Don't miss out on this limited-time offer to upgrade your kitchen with the Frigidaire Professional 4-piece package and save up to $3,100. Experience precision cooking with this Frigidaire range. Keep your dishes sparkling with this professional dishwasher. This sleek microwave offers sensor cooking technology, and this fabulous refrigerator designed with our Space Pro shelving system.
Take a journey through the magical stories of Frozen 2, Aladdin, and more at Disney on Ice presents Magic in the Stars. Coming to Spokane Arena October 18th through 20th. Tickets on sale now. For show details, visit DisneyOnIce.com today.
Batteries Plus has the national scale for all your power needs and a dedicated expert for the local support you want. Power on with Batteries Plus Business.
More Americans choose ABC News, America's #1 news source.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Welcome back. The time right now is 6:17. This month, school cafeterias across Washington are making an effort to put locally grown ingredients on kids' lunch trays. Governor Jay Inslee has declared today as Taste Washington Day, a day to celebrate the connections between farms and schools. And our Allison Martinez is live at Cheney High School this morning to share how they're making this a priority. Good morning, Allison.
Good morning. We're celebrating Taste Washington Day today in the Cheney High School cafeteria. I'm joined with Chef and Executive Director here at the Cheney School District, Chef LJ Klink. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for being here.
Of course, we're talking all about just the wide variety of local farm fresh products that you guys have here. We're starting off with the fruits. Good start to the day. What do we have here?
So this is our setup for breakfast. Breakfast is going to be in about, probably about 35 minutes. The kids are going to start rolling in. And we've got Washington State plums. Of course, the oranges and bananas aren't, but we always have Washington State apples. And we have at least 2 Washington State apples. It's our state fruit. We have to have in our cafeterias all the time. As well as we've got some beautiful Washington State pears that are out this morning that the kiddos can have. And in Cheney, what we do is we offer all the fresh fruits and vegetables that they can eat. And what makes it nice is that gives us the ability to have kids get extra food. And that extra food being nutritious, and with whole fruits and vegetables, you can't hardly go wrong.
Yeah, you cannot go wrong. You're absolutely right. And look at this variety here, and everything here just looks fresh. There's not a bad apple, pun intended, in the bunch here, for sure.
Well, yeah, and so one of the things is we have to offer variety to kiddos. Otherwise, they're not going to eat it. If we don't give them lots of options and their own choice of what they want to eat, we miss an opportunity to get them nutrition. So by giving different items, maybe they'll have 2. Maybe they'll have 1, but at least
I'd have all of them. I'd have all of them if I was a student here.
Some kids have all of them.
We're going to check back in here in a few minutes with a look at an entree, but for now, we'll send it back to you guys in studio.
Allison, thanks so much. Yeah, some nice Washington apples, banana to start your day. Sounds pretty good.
apples, and then a caramel. So I think I'm taking away the health benefits.
No, healthy, Mark. Healthy. Come on.
Whatever. All right. Still caramel, you dip it. You remember the days? All right. 35 in Deer Park. It is chilly there. 39 into Cheney. But temperatures into the low 50s along that I-90 corridor all the way into Idaho. We are going to see, again, cool weather, but colder weather for tomorrow morning. We've got more on that coming up. All right. So hour by hour, getting through 10 o'clock hour into the mid-50s. Sunshine. We start to see the winds pick up as we get through the afternoon hour. Our high today, well, we're going to be in the low to mid-60s, but 65 is our expected high. And then 7 o'clock sun sets, but the winds start to calm down as well. And tomorrow should be less wind, still mild. For Thursday, a little afternoon clouds coming in. Thursday night, clearing out, getting colder. Now another front comes in. Now this front is not going to be as obnoxious as we saw the last couple. However, still gusty winds, some blowing dust, isolated showers. That's going to be for the afternoon hours. And then we set up for what will be a very nice weekend with sunshine and really mild temperatures. The winds, we see those pick up in intensity through and after lunch. And then again, as I showed you, we have the sunset and then things calm down. It looks pretty good. For today, we're going to be in the mid-60s, 65 Colville, Ritzville, you're there, Tri-City 71. Now tonight, overnight, tomorrow morning, temperatures nearing or at freezing in many areas. 26 in Colville, will be at 35, 34 into the Palouse. So pay attention if you got some things out in the garden you want to protect or bring in. 66 Thursday, Friday 70, and then we have near 70 Saturday with mid-70 Sunday, Monday. That's all above average. That's all looking really good.
Looking gorgeous. Just pick a day to get outside. Any of them look pretty nice. Well, here is time right now, 6:21. And here's a look what's coming up on Good Morning Northwest. There is a new member of the Pac-12, and it resides here in Spokane. Why Gonzaga says now is the right time to make this big move. That's next in Morning Sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Hey, what are you up to?
Just registered for the Cougs First Show.
The Cougs First Show.
Cougs First Show.
Cougs First Show.
The Cougs First Show.
Cougs
First Show.
What's all this?
You said it was a recovery day. I got my yoga mat, foam roller, electrolytes, and protein bars. The whole setup.
Refrigerant recovery, Ben. We're recovering the refrigerant to fix the heat pump.
Oh, right. I knew that. Want a protein bar?
Get a free heat pump with every furnace purchase at Bill's Heating and AC while supplies last. Call now.
Electrolyte?
Ben, take the robe off.
Right now at Les Schwab, it's the Score More sales event. Save up to $160 instantly on a wide selection of 4 tires and 4 wheels. And every tire is covered by America's best tire warranty. It's a better deal on better tires. Get more from Les.
Dumping little bunnies, pet rabbits. Why are so many being returned?
Why are bunnies being abandoned and dumped?
Who would do such a cruel thing? Next, Inside Edition.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
Deer Unleashed. No one knows the feeling of freedom quite the way you do. But damned if we don't come really, really close. Let's break the chain. Yours, Tundra.
Right now, you can lease a new 2024 Tundra for just $469 per month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Not the best sound to start your day with, is it? Your next decision should be to call Precision. Our professionally trained technicians are here to provide you with award-winning service every time. Our trucks are rolling warehouses, so we can get you back up and running fast. Need a new door? We do that too. And right now, get a new garage door, Wi-Fi opener, and remote combo installed for as low as $34 per month and up to $500 in cashback savings. Call or book online today.
Hey, what are you up to?
Just registered for the Cougs First Show.
The Cougs First Show.
Cougs First Show.
Cougs First Show.
The Cougs First Show.
Cougs
First Show.
It is an opportunity that certainly
represents a significant milestone for Gonzaga athletics.
Gonzaga's move to the Pac-12 is about three things. The first is regionality. Gonzaga will continue to play its games on the West Coast, as opposed to joining a conference like the Big East, keeping expectations high and travel costs low.
It creates more opportunities for us to do more with the resources we have. It doesn't stretch us too thin. It allows our fans to be more engaged.
The second is revenue. The university didn't comment on how much money they're taking to join the Pac-12, but it's more than what they're making in the WCC, and in their eyes, they're seen as an equal partner to the other member schools, even without a football program.
Yes, this is a better situation for us financially, without question. It is an opportunity for us to invest more directly in our student athletes.
With Gonzaga in the mix, it certainly increases the value of the conference in media rights negotiations.
There's a lot of associative football versus basketball kind of mentality in the TV rights space, and I hope that it pushes some people to really reevaluate, because I think there's other great basketball programs in the country that get undervalued in media rights negotiations.
The last is reputation. Gonzaga has always been criticized for the lack of competition in the WCC. Joining the likes of Washington State, Boise State, San Diego State, Colorado State, and Utah State makes the Pac-12 one of the best basketball conferences in the country.
It's pretty clear that this conference will be competitive nationally at the very top in that elite section of conferences. And to be aligned there and have other institutions pushing us every week is a big part of what motivates coaches.
And that was our Julie Minnesota reporting. Well, there's also a possibility that the Pac-12 adds another member from the WCC to this. ESPN reporting that the conference has had discussions with Gonzaga's longtime rival St. Mary's and Grand Canyon about joining the conference. Now, because Gonzaga doesn't have a football team, the Pac-12 still needs to add one school to become a full FBS conference. And of course, we'll keep a close eye on all the developments here. Your Good Morning Northwest time right now, 6:26. And before we go to break, here's a look at today's Tech Bites from ABC. But first, PFAS frustrations are growing on the West Plains, and now people want answers for their contaminated water. Who they're wanting those answers from? It's coming up. Plus, a major warning to some Jeep owners. Some cars are catching on fire. The warning from manufacturers, that's next. And here's a look at what's coming up on Good Morning America, starting at 7.
In this morning's GMA First Look, new details on the Judge shooting that shocked a small town. Cries heard in the courtroom as disturbing new video showed the moment Sheriff Sean Mickey Steins pulled his gun and fired multiple times on Judge Kevin Mullins.
Letcher County Courthouse, that shot's fired.
Officers responding to the 911 call at the Letcher County Courthouse just before 3 p.m. September 19th. His attorney saying he was having an extreme emotional disturbance.
The moments leading up to the shots actually being fired are crucial, and it was curious that we didn't see that.
The sheriff now charged with first-degree murder, pleading not guilty. And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have the very latest on the investigation and new details on the case. With your GMA First Look, I'm Eva Pilgrim, ABC News, New York.
When you have moderate to severe eczema, it's okay to show off. With Dupixent, show off your clearer skin and less itch. Because you have plenty of reasons to show off your skin. With Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, you can stay ahead of your eczema. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your skin from within. Many adults saw 90% clearer skin. Some even achieved long-lasting clearer skin and fast itch relief after first dose. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Show off to the world. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent.
live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com. At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Are you a daredevil who drives on empty to see if you can make it? At Numerica, you'll find money answers for you and only you. Learn more at numericacu.com.
Our customers love coming to Car Wash Plaza.
I work late shifts. Car Wash Plaza is open 24/7. That works for me.
I feel safe. It's so well lit, and there's security lights everywhere.
Strong water jets cover everything. The roof, the sides, even the undercarriage.
The Central Dog Wash is so convenient, no hassle, keeps the dog clean, and keeps my house clean too.
It's easy at Car Wash Plaza. It's the best in the Northwest.
These are implant dentures, a new solution for tooth loss that is changing lives.
I have a phone full of selfies now. I think I look great.
It's so easy. Everything happened at the office.
Now I eat what I want. I'm confident in my smile.
It's a game changer.
If you want your smile back
at a price that works for you, you need to call them now.
Secure, affordable, and made to last. Implant dentures, now from Clear Choice, the #1 provider of fixed full-arch dental implants in the USA.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning, Northwest. Thanks so much for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant. It is Wednesday, October 2nd. Welcome to halfway through your week. Robin has the morning off. Let's start things off with Mark Peterson here. He's in with a first look at our forecast as we start our day.
All right, good morning, everybody. So the corn mazes at Green Bluff and surrounding areas are awaiting you this weekend. Weather's going to be great for that. Here's the 4 things today we want you to know. It's going to be cooler than yesterday. We're going to have lots of sunshine. We have showers that look to be arriving Friday afternoon. We'll dial in the time there, and it's going to be a gorgeous weekend all in all. Now, we look at our current conditions, 46 with a clear sky in Spokane. Clear, sun's just about it. We have another 20 minutes, 48 into Coeur d'Alene. Elsewhere, things are cooler. Our forecast radar, we're going to see, again, the high pressure. We're going to have the clear skies. Going to be beautiful, going to be great. We are going to be breezy today. And then overnight into tomorrow, we see an increased cloud cover for Thursday afternoon. Friday, we're awaiting this front. As it comes in, we're going to have some windy conditions, going to be a fast mover, so blowing dust into the Central Basin again. We're going to have winds to 25 miles an hour again for Friday. So Thursday really is going to be the calmer day of all this. 53 into the valley, but 35 into Deer Park. So that radiational cooling as we get close to sun up. We see things get colder. It's 38 into Cheney, so make sure that you got that light layer on. Our forecast today, we're going to warm up. We're going to see temperatures nearing 60 by noon, but we'll be into the mid-60s for the afternoon. But again, going to come with some of those gusty west winds.
Mark, thanks. Well, starting off, we're going to a story we'll be watching all day here. Iran says it's fired 200 missiles in its attack on Israel Tuesday. Iran saying the attack was a response to the killing of a Hezbollah leader. Hannah Joyce at the Breaking Now desk for us this morning. And Hannah, we now know that the Israeli military conducted strikes in Beirut's southern suburbs last night. What details are we learning about these attacks?
This morning, smoke was still rising from the wreck. Many residents rushed to their destroyed homes after the strike to get their belongings. One resident said he had to leave the house with his children at 3 in the morning.
During Iran's attack on Israel, it did appear that we were seeing a bit of a lull here in those airstrikes. But a short time after that attack concluded, we saw these airstrikes resuming, with reports coming in from the south of the country with airstrikes targeting different areas around the border region. And here in Beirut, starting at midnight and until 3 o'clock in the morning.
Over the last 2 weeks, Israeli strikes have killed at least 18 people in Beirut's southern suburb, including the leader of Lebanon and other senior officials.
But a short time after these warnings, we began seeing these airstrikes in the southern suburbs. It's unclear what was targeted. It's unclear if people had enough time to evacuate when you consider the time that these messages were being posted on social media. That's a time when people would be sleeping.
The attacks have killed more than 1,000 people in Lebanon over the past 2 weeks, and more than 5,000 others were injured.
Government is struggling to deal with the number of people it is having to try and provide them with shelter. We've seen so many people who have gone to these overcrowded shelters that are schools that have been turned into shelters. No room, they say, for them, and many of them have ended up on the streets, and a lot of concern that this is only the beginning, and people fear that the worst is yet to come.
As of now, 1 million people in Lebanon have been displaced, and thousands of them are sheltering in Beirut. Vice President Kamala Harris says that our position as the United States is to support Israel and its right to defend itself. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks. Well, many people living in the West Plains of Spokane County haven't had clean well water now for years, and now they want answers from the county. As early as 2017, hundreds of wells in the area were discovered to be contaminated with PFAS, known as forever chemicals. Some residents were able to get filters installed to fix their wells, but others are still relying on bottled water. The West Plains Water Coalition wants county commissioners to let them know what their plans are.
Mr. French has a plan, but he's not shared much of the details of that plan. And for frightened people worried about their water and their children and their livestock, more detail is better than little detail.
Now, we did try to get in touch with Commissioner Al French, but he was not at the latest county commissioner meeting. Loved ones of Charles Miller, the Sandpoint teen who died after a tree fell on him during last week's severe weather, continue to grieve his loss. Charles' girlfriend, Syringa Bell, who was with him when he was hurt, says the two had been grilling dinner in Charles' father's backyard when the severe storms rolled in, seemingly out of nowhere. The intense wind toppled a tree on top of Charles, who then later died from his injuries.
I was just screaming his name, and then I finally saw him over by the tree, and I ran to him.
Serena called 911, keeping Charles awake. She says he kept asking her what happened. An ambulance then took Charles to a local hospital before he was brought to a Spokane one. Charles underwent a 2-hour emergency surgery, but unfortunately it was too late. Doctors determined his blood had lost too much oxygen and he would not be able to recover. Well, in Spokane's South Hill, a water main break created a big mess for drivers yesterday. It happened at the intersection of 57th and Regal. It's right near the South Hill Grill and the Safeway grocery store there. That intersection is in the county technically, but the water main is part of the city system, so the city had to fix it. There were some lane closures in the area while the crews repaired that water main. Heating your home will cost more this winter, according to a policy group that expects home heating expenses to jump in the U.S. more than 10% on average. Now, people who heat with electricity will be hit the hardest, with their costs projected to rise more than 13%. It's because the expense of maintaining and upgrading the electric grid is driving up costs. Meanwhile, the price tag for heating with propane or natural gas will go up more than 7%. Those who heat with oil are expected to see a 6% increase. Well, we have a consumer alert this morning for Jeep hybrids. More than 150,000 models are recalled for a battery issue that can cause fires. It includes certain Jeep Wrangler and Jeep and Grand Cherokee plug-in models from 2022 to 2024. The defect is caused by malfunctioning batteries that can ignite. Owners have been warned to park their vehicles outside and avoid charging their batteries until the issue is resolved. So far, 13 fires have been reported. California Governor Gavin Newsom has signed a bill that bans 6 chemicals linked to children's behavioral issues from school foods, including red dye number 40. The law prohibits offering foods or beverages with the dyes. That's effective on December 31st, 2027. The bill stems from concerns that the chemicals harm children's ability to learn. State officials say the dyes have been linked to behavioral difficulties and a decreased attention among children. Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:38. Checking in with Mark Peterson here as we're heading into this week. We could definitely use some rain.
We really could. We're going to have the hint of some showers on Friday afternoon. That's going to be it. But we're desperately dry, and we really do need some moisture. It doesn't look like we're going to get it. So we're going to have a sunny day today. Your full forecast is coming up.
And still to come on Good Morning Northwest, it's the start of October. But are you already thinking of holiday shopping, where you can score some major deals this month and get ahead of the shopping madness when we come back?
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
Every fire season is more intense than the last, but Initiative 2117 will cut programs to prevent wildfires at a time we can't afford to. 2117 goes against everything we do. Vote no on 2117. It's a bad deal for Washington.
Respect, protect, pay essential grocery store workers.
We all recognize today's workplace safety challenges.
My union negotiated strong safety language, addressing the important issues we face in our stores.
UFCW 3000 fights to make sure that essential workers get better wages, respect on the job, and a safe workplace.
That's the peace of mind my family and I need. If you'd like a strong union in your workplace, contact us here.
If you're looking to score big on the best lineup of new and used vehicles, then come on down to Findlay.
At Findlay Downtown Toyota, we are loaded with great deals on all 2024 Tundra and Tacoma trucks. And this week, we are offering $500 off everything in stock, both used and new. Perfect for the winter months ahead.
So if you're looking for a touchdown of savings, you can find it at Findlay. Findlay Toyota's downtown.
I'm Chad Young from theeasyhomebuyer.com, Spokane and Coeur d'Alene's easiest way to sell your house fast. If you have a few moments, I hope you'll give me the opportunity to make you an instant cash offer on your home. With theeasyhomebuyer.com, we will buy your house in as-is condition with no repairs, no closing costs, and no commissions. To get your no-obligation cash offer, give us a call or visit us online at theeasyhomebuyer.com.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Coeur d'Alene Casino. The winning is just the beginning. So you're looking for something to do? We got you. Want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you wanna do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. At the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. The winning is just the beginning.
For us, protecting the land means everything. It's our homestead and legacy. But Initiative 2117 puts our air and water at risk, and cuts to transportation funding will make it harder to move products. 2117 is a bad deal for Washington.
Welcome back. Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:42. Well, we haven't even started thinking about carving those Halloween pumpkins yet, but some people are already looking ahead to holiday sales. Retailers are getting an earlier start than ever on holiday shopping, which could mean some big savings this month. Right now, we're revealing products on deep discount to help kickstart the holiday shopping season.
We've started to see lots of big sales in October from all the major retailers, so you can get a jump start on your holiday shopping.
Well, Target will kick off things with its Circle Week sale from October 6th through the 12th. Amazon's Prime Big Deal Days come October 8th and 9th, and Best Buy's Flash Sale will be October 8th and 9th, and Walmart's Holiday Deals event will be October 8th through the 13th.
Might not get those Black Friday prices, but you will be able to get your shopping done early. You won't have to worry about items selling out.
And now may be the best time to upgrade your smartphone. The Samsung Z Fold 5 sells for as low as $1,399 on Amazon. And the foldable phone aced CR's test for camera quality, performance, and ease of use. Next, the perfect gift for any music lover. We got Sony wireless noise canceling earbuds here. They're as low as $244.99 at Walmart. CR's audio testers say these headphones deliver excellent active noise reduction and stellar sound quality. Now we got a gift for the coffee lover in your life. We got a coffee maker here from Metella that is priced at $250 on Amazon. And with windows being closed during the colder months, ensure the air inside your home is cleaner with an air purifier. The Blue Pure 411i Max is as low as $119.99 at Amazon and Best Buy. But a big ticket item that you probably don't want to buy this month.
Keep in mind that the one thing you should not buy in October is a TV. Hold off until Black Friday. That is the absolute best time to get the best price.
And are you looking for something else this month? Consumer Reports says chainsaws, snow blowers, leaf blowers, thermostats, and ranges are all offered at a deep discount in October. Your Good Morning Northwest time right now, 6:44. The state of Washington has a wide range of locally farmed foods, especially here on the east side. Now school districts are working to incorporate those local foods into school lunches. Allison Martinez is live at Cheney High School.
Governor Inslee has declared today Taste Washington Day. We're at one local school who is putting farm fresh products in the forefront coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Life's busy. Off is not an option. You need to be on. On time, on the go, on the call, or just ready to play on. Life's waiting. Power on with Batteries Plus. Visit one of over 700 locations today.
The Spokane Home Builders Association and Fred's Appliance are proud to present the 20th Annual Fall Festival of Homes, featuring 16 gorgeous homes from 11 of Spokane's finest builders, like Grit and Timber and Lennar.
I did know that back pain, foot pain come along with the job of waiting tables.
This is Tony.
Things that I've tried have failed.
And this is Tony's Good Feet story.
Before my arch supports, I felt defeated. But since getting the arch supports from the Good Feet store, I have had no pain, which still is kind of crazy to me. I'm more positive. It's like opening up a whole new life, like sunshine coming out. I would recommend it to anyone. You've tried everything that's not working, give it a try.
See how we can help you too at the Good Feet store.
Discover fall in Coeur d'Alene. Experience the hidden treasure of autumn in our serene lakeside town. As the lively energy of summer subsides, the town embraces the tranquility of fall. Guests can unwind and find solace by the glistening lake. See for yourself why fall is Coeur d'Alene's best kept secret. Book your fall foliage lake cruise overnight package now and make memories that will warm your heart for years to come.
If you're ready for a new kitchen and bathroom design that fits your needs and your style, come into Skelton's for the grand opening of our all-new design center. For a limited time, get 3 hours of free design consultation with any purchase. Let our experts design the perfect style and functionality of your new room from our assortment of cabinets, countertops, backsplash, hardware, and fixtures. And save on Karastan carpet, LVP, and waterproof flooring during National Karastan Month. It's the grand opening of Skelton's Design Center, going on now.
It's a flash sale this Friday and Saturday at Walker's Furniture, with an additional store-wide savings of 20% off our already low prices. Or take advantage of 5 years no-interest financing with no money down. This Friday and Saturday only at Walker's.
Batteries Plus has the national scale for all your power needs and a dedicated expert for the local support you want. Power on with Batteries Plus Business.
It's a new season of Live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekdays at 9 a.m.
Welcome back. The time right now is 6:47. It's National Farm to School Month, which is all about getting those locally grown foods onto school lunch tables. To kick off this month, Governor Jay Inslee proclaims today Taste Washington Day, a day to celebrate the connection between local farms and schools. And our 4 News Now's Allison Martinez is live this morning at Cheney High School to share how the school is putting locally grown ingredients first. Good morning, Allison.
Good morning. We're here in the cafeteria at Cheney High School. I am joined by chef and executive director here, LJ Klink, and we've also got Renee, who is the head chef here at Cheney High School. And we're going to be preparing a little entree today. What do we have going on here?
Yeah, so this is one of the meals we do. We do this for the whole school district, but at the high school we get to offer it more often. And we have a sustainable Washington State caught Washington State Fisheries caught coho salmon that we have oven poached.
Amazing.
We have a pesto that is the basil's grown in Spokane Valley by Jackson Farms, and of course local greens as well. And we build the sandwich. We put a little bit of one of these tomatoes, which is the Jackson Farms. We just got in this week. We get it every week, these beautiful tomatoes and peppers, and
wow.
And we build this nice flatbread.
It looks delicious.
Yeah.
It looks so very good. And you said that you serve this entree to all the students within the Cheney School District here. How much salmon does it take to feed all those kids?
Well, that's about 3,000 meals that we do when we do salmon. And with that 3,000, it works out to be about 1,000 pounds of raw salmon. So, you know, 450, 500 fish, depending on what size fish we're getting. With the cohos, there was a little less because of the size. But they were absolutely gorgeous, and so proud that we get to serve it. Some kiddos were really excited. Some kiddos were leery. You know, fish isn't seen, you know, often. And especially in a cafeteria, you think at a school, they're serving salmon.
Yeah.
And we do.
This is not your typical sloppy Joe or lunchtime pizza, anything like this, just local, delicious, farm fresh products. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
We'll send it back to you guys in studio.
Allison, thank you very much. Again, healthier. It's wonderful. All right, so we have, well, an oatmeal kind of morning, hot oatmeal. 35 into Deer Park, 37 into Cheney. What you get in the valley, temperatures hovering around 50 degrees, but still, a light layer is never going to steer you wrong. We have hour by hour, plenty of sunshine, a few high thin clouds. That's it. We are going to see 58 as we get into the 11 o'clock hour, then near 60 by noon, and then we're in the low to mid 60s all afternoon long. The thing that comes with that is going to be the breezy conditions out of the west this time, and those are going to be to 15, 20 miles an hour. We'll see that die down as the sun sets. Quickly, Helene, what is left of that continues to be pushed off into the Atlantic, but another system coming off the Great Lakes. More rain for New England, and more rain coming in from the south off of the Gulf into parts of Florida. Absolutely the last thing they need. For us, we need it. We're not getting it. That's rain. We're going to have some cloud cover coming across. This takes us into Friday afternoon, where we have a chance of some showers. It's going to be anywhere from 3 to 6 o'clock. Breezy conditions to gusty winds associated with that front moving through. Well, some blowing dust Friday evening. So we see that usually into the Tri-Cities, 395 all the way up to Ritzville. And that potential exists again for Friday afternoon. The winds, they're going to gust and then they're going to die down. Things look pretty good. 65 the high today, 66 Thursday, Friday 70 to wrap up the week. We're going to have more and we're going to wrap up Good Morning Northwest with your morning sprint next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
From the ages of 13 to 15, I experienced childhood sexual abuse, and the abuse ended when I became pregnant. I made the choice to end my pregnancy. In Congress, Dave Reichert voted to ban abortion nationwide. He voted against exceptions. Reichert said as governor, he would work to unravel protection for abortion access here, and I think that is cruel. If Reichert becomes governor, I believe women are in danger. He's wrong for Washington.
Mainstream has proudly served Greater Spokane and Northern Idaho for over 20 years, offering reliable and high-quality home services. Our exceptional team is committed to delivering trusted plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical solutions that ensure the comfort and safety of your home. Our goal is to provide the best experience possible when it comes to repairing, maintaining, or installing systems that make your home a more comfortable place to live. Because we are home services, we are Mainstream.
The holidays are fast approaching, and so are your holiday guests. It's time to get your home ready for the season and save big during the pre-holiday sale at Furniture Row. And with everything on sale store-wide, you can make your dining room a showstopper, entertain a crowd with comfort, and update your guest room in style, or get 48 months no interest. It's the perfect time to prep your home for frivolity during the pre-holiday sale. On now at Furniture Row.
4 News Now and STCU are recognizing volunteers who make a difference in our community. Today, we honor Sindhu Sarapanini. She created a nonprofit that inspires youth to accept who they are by empowering self-confidence and growth.
Sindhu is an active leader in her community, teaching art and dance, raising funds for nonprofits, and serving over 1,000 volunteer hours.
As I got older, I realized that I have the ability to help make a change, so that's why I'm doing this.
Thanks to STCU for helping to make sure volunteers count.
It's time for 4 News Now, Codes for Kids!
Drop off new or gently used coats at any of our sponsored locations. We'll bring them to Alsco for professional cleaning, then get them out to local children in need. Donate coats for kids through October 31st.
Share the warmth and do good this winter. Buy a gently used coat for a child at Goodwill and donate in store. Or bring in a new or gently used coat. Every donated coat helps a child stay warm this winter. Together, let's change lives and keep lots of kids warm this winter.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Welcome back. The time right now is 5:54, and it's time to get ready to take on your Wednesday in the morning sprint. Mark is here with a look at a cooler day ahead, but we got some sunshine on the horizon. Allison Martinez is live at Cheney High School to share how the school is putting locally grown ingredients first. And Hannah Joy is in studio with updates on the airstrike attack on Israel. But we start with breaking fire watch news this morning. Take a look at your map on your screen here. Evacuations are in place for a fire that is burning near Brewster. Evacuations are in place for Cameron Lake Road from Monsa to Al-Khali Pond and from Delfeld Road south to Jackwells Road. If you live in this area, you need to evacuate now and head towards Highway 97. For the most up-to-date information on evacuation levels in the area, keep an eye on KXLY.com. The general election is now only about a month away, and when it comes to voting, election observers play a big role in making sure your ballot is safe and secure. This week, the Spokane Elections Office is holding training sessions for these observers, and picking these people is different in every state. In Washington, observers are appointed by political parties, campaigns, and candidates. The Spokane County Elections Office has trained more than 200 people now for this election. To become an observer yourself, you can contact your party's local office. Well, soon voters in Kootenai County will decide if they'll be re-electing Sheriff Bob Norris or choose one of his 3 challengers instead. Those challengers are Justin Nagel, Dan Wilson, and Kyle Woodward. All of them are independents. Norris believes his previous years in office show he's fit for re-election, but his opponents believe the opposite. You can find our full story on each of the candidates' priorities. It's up right now on KXLY.com.
It is cold if you're up north, and it's relatively mild into the valley. We're 35 degrees in Deer Park, 53 into the valley, 37 into Cheney, with temperatures in the mid to upper 40s in North Idaho. So grab a layer, right? It's going to be on the cool side. We're going to see things warm up to about average. 65 is going to be our high today. 66 is that normal high for this time of year.
Many people living in the West Plains area of Spokane County haven't had clean well water now for years, and now they want answers from the county. As early as 2017, hundreds of wells in the area were discovered to be contaminated with PFAS, known as forever chemicals. Some residents were able to get those filters installed to fix their wells, but others are still relying on bottled water. The West Plains Water Coalition wants county commissioners to let them know what their plan is.
In Washington State, the month of October promotes farm fresh items in schools. Today is Taste Washington Day, and it's all about getting these farm fresh items. Here I'm at Cheney High School this morning, where we showed a salmon sandwich being made with fresh pesto, fresh salmon. We have more information on Taste Washington Day and how you can celebrate on our website, KXLY.com.
Iran says it fired 200 missiles in its attack on Israel Tuesday. Iran saying the attack was a response to the killing of a Hezbollah leader. This morning, smoke was still rising from the wreck. Many residents rushed to their destroyed homes after the strike to get their belongings. Now, 1 million people in Lebanon have been displaced, and thousands of them are sheltering in Beirut. Vice President Kamala Harris says that our position as the United States is to support Israel.
Ports from Texas to Maine closed again this morning with around 45,000 dock workers on the picket lines. The Longshoremen's Union and port owners have been talking, but there's no signs they're anywhere close to a deal yet. The workers walking off the job for the first time in nearly half a century over pay and concerns about automations. Now, for updates on this strike, you can tune in to Good Morning America right after this. And we will be back with a final check of our weather forecast with Mark right after this break.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
At Numerica, we've got money answers for people with batrachophobia. Honestly, same. Get money answers for you and only you. Learn more at numericacu.com.
Oof. Moving day never goes smoothly, does it? Let's just settle this little mishap, huh?
Who do we always see on the billboards again?
It's the one called That's All Guys.
After an accident like this, you deserve to be compensated fairly for everything you've had to go through. At Craig Swap & Associates, we only get paid after you win.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Watch KXLY Plus over the air on KXLY ABC4. Live updates, breaking news, weather every 10 minutes from the 4 News Now team. Get up to date on the information you need in just an hour. Weekdays at 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. over the air on KXLY ABC4.
It's Wednesday, middle of the week, and we're in the middle of the morning, and things are looking pretty good. We got a clear sky. The sun has been up a total of 9 minutes. Now, we are going to see plenty of sunshine today. We're expecting breezy, if not gusty winds this afternoon between 2 and 6, and 65 will be our high today, just about average. Tomorrow, spot on average, 66 degrees. By Friday, we're at 70. We do have afternoon showers and breezy conditions, but that transitions us to a cooler Saturday, and then Sunday, Monday are going to be absolutely amazing with temperatures into the mid-70s. All of that weekend is above average.
Hey, thanks so much for starting with your morning with us right here on Good Morning Northwest. We'll see you throughout the morning on Good Morning America. That starts right now.